Hello everyone, thanks for being here. I am Jatin and I have a guest with me.
It's Semi Prolace. Hello, guys. Nice to have me, man.
Okay, so we're not going to waste any more time and get right into the tournament details. Okay, so King of Sahara is a standard 2 versus 2 tournament, and this will be played on Great Sahara as always, as expected from the name. First, we are going to talk about the everything about the tournament, the rules, and if you are playing this tournament, what you should know, and if you are watching this tournament, what you should know. And then we will get right into the structure and assigning the positions to each team and who they are going to play against.
All right. So yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So first, I'm on this page for King of Sahara. The registration ends tonight. If you are still thinking about registering, please do it as soon as possible. By today, 12 a.m. EST. Eastern Standard Time, the registration will close. We have got 28 teams so far. We can only take 4 more teams.
Yeah, and since we have to actually, start doing all this planning and stuff, so we really need your participation as fast as possible if you do want to join. So yeah, it's the last chance now.
Oh yeah. So, starting with the rules, and let's talk about the prize, what actually matters. We have got, so far, we have got a prize pool of $240, all by crowdfunding. If you are interested in donating, there is a link in the video description. You can go right into that link. Also, any donations that come today to my channel will be going 100% to the tournament prize pool. So if you want to donate to my channel, well, you're indirectly donating to the prize pool as well. And the breakdown of the cost is this way: 50% of the prize pool goes to the first place, 30% second place, and 20% third place. This is the same as we did in Nomadium. And yeah, Nomadium was our past tournament. If you do not know about it, please check out my YouTube playlist of Nomadium. There's really nice games in that. In fact,
Oh yeah.
Prolase's team was the first runner-up in that, and it was a fun tournament.
Believe me, it's not a scam. We got our money, so don't worry. And it's not about the money anyway, but it is like it is still nice to know that your skill is kind of appreciated still. But it's for the glory for sure. But yeah, dope that there's some prize money as well.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the rules of the tournament. First, each clan can have more than one teams, and each team will have two players that are logged into that team. You are not allowed to switch players between, or you do not have any extra players in the roster. There's just two players in each team, and that's their team. If anybody drops, anybody thinks that they won't be able to play, well, that team cannot play. They'll have to wait for the player to come back. Any changes are not allowed after the registration period. Next, please make sure that you know your time zone and you know your opponent's time zone. We will be setting up the structure very soon, so you'll know who you are playing against. It's your responsibility, your team captain's responsibility, to find out what time works for your opponent. Since it's a 2 versus 2, it shouldn't be difficult to arrange time. We had a lot of trouble with Nomadiums in the semi-final and grand finale when there were 8 players in each team and everybody had to be there. That was a mess. But 2 versus 2 should be easier to find.
Yeah.
Then now game rules, and this is there are some things that are different in King of Sahara for rules compared to Nomadium tournament. First, it'll be played with standard game rules. Victories, conquest, tournament plays on. This is not questionable. You cannot change this anytime. The map should be Great Sahara, and map size is 4 players. Now here's the rule that we did not have in Nomadium, and we have it now. Please check it right now. The players are allowed to pick random offensive, random defensive, or random economic nations. You're not allowed to pick the nation directly, but you can pick one of those. Also, you can just go random if you want to. let me tell you that if you actually want to win this tournament, picking specific nations like offensive, defensive, and teaming up with your partners, this can help with your strategy a lot. So don't think it's going to be a useless detail. This is actually very important. Prolis, what do you think about these specific randoms?
I agree with you, and actually it adds some, extra strategy to it, which I like. I actually never in the past considered, picking those other options. I thought, random is just random. But that's one. So it adds a bit of teamwork. You have to coordinate with your mate. And the second point is, what was my second point? I had a second
it's
point.
that Rise of Nations actually does not make it random completely. It has a bug in its algorithm. So when you pick randoms, there are some combinations that are always more likely to occur than any other combinations. So
Yep.
this also lets you play with very unique combos that normally wouldn't appear in as random in Rise of Nations. Now the deal is that you cannot keep picking. Let's say if you want to pick random offensive, you cannot keep picking random offensive for all 3 or all 5 games that you're going to play. If it's a best of 3, then you are allowed. Let's say you pick random offensive once, then you have exhausted the random offensive. Now you can either go random defensive, random economic, or just random. Similarly, if you go random economic the second game, then you have exhausted that as well. So you are only left with complete random or random defensive. Once you use all these 3 randoms, then you get a reset and you can pick them again. So if it's a best of 5, you pick offensive in first, the economic in second, and defensive in third game. Now you are free to pick whatever you like in fourth and fifth. So you get a reset, you can again pick those in fourth and fifth. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, but you do exhaust them again.
Oh yes, you do exhaust
yeah,
them.
of
You
course.
do exhaust
So
them again.
that's important.
Yeah. So if remember, if you go for just completely random, let's say you've exhausted your offensive and economic, and now you go completely random, you can do that, but you are not allowed to pick aggressive again unless you go defensive and then exhaust that as well.
I guess to make it simple, you have to exhaust all 3 of them before you actually can
reset it.
Reset.
That's right. That's perfect. So this is something we did not have in Nomadium. So if you played in Nomadium, please make sure you remember this rules. Of course, you can go random if you want, but this is just going to make your game much better if you use it. Then similar rule to Nomadium, players are not allowed to capture another player's city in age 1. Although I don't think anybody ever does that in standard. It's even possible to do that, to capture another city in age 1. But we'll still keep that as rule. Raids are allowed, but the aggressor cannot be in age 1 while he's taking the city. If the defender is in age 1, well, that's his problem. But the aggressor cannot be in age 1. He has to be at least in age 2 before he takes the city.
Mm-hmm.
And players are not allowed to use the rare glitch. If anybody does not know what's a rare glitch, it's using more than 1 merchants on a single rare. Some people can do it, some people have mastered the art. If you are that person, well, please don't do that. It's against a tournament rule.
By the way, dude, I had like little fantasy just now. Imagine if I have like 5 hoplites and I start attacking the city and I time it so that I age just before I take the city. Is that fine, or do I actually have to make sure?
Oh no, if you have taken the city and at that point you are in age 1, well, that's bad. But if you're age 2, well, that's it.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
You have
fine.
You have exploited a loophole in the tournament.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Your math is nice.
Yes, that's
calculated.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Now in the event of drops, and we have seen a lot of drops. Actually, we did not see a lot of drops in Nomadium. Nothing that sparked any debates, but we'll still talk about it. If you drop out during the loading screen, the game is to be rehosted from the lobby. And you can, if players want, they can manually select the same nations that they had previously, or they can go random again. Now, if so, what is that? Is there any incentive for players to drop due to receiving a weak nation? Yes. So if you receive a weak nation and you drop, well, you will be your opponent has the choice to choose the same nations again. So please don't drop if you have weak nations or bad surroundings.
It's futile.
Yes, there's no need of that. Now, if a player drops out during a match, the team wishes to continue. The teammate must be replaced by AI or the game is forfeited. You are not allowed to bribe your teammate's capital and get that 500 bonus. So yeah, either forfeiture, either you resign or you replace with AI. Then, if a player drops or lags out during a match, the opposing team's captain can agree to replay the match in good faith if they deem the game to be in the full right um, to decide if the replay will have the same nations or if the game will restart. So if your team drops, now your opponent controls the fate of the game. Remember, if you dropped and if you drop, you cannot call a review. A review will be a particular position where there is a panel of judges who will decide who might have won the game in case the game continued. So if your team drops, you do not have the right to call for a review. Remember that. The only thing you can do if you drop is either give up or replace with AI. If your opponent teams drop, now you have the right to call for a review. You can just if you're not being a total ass, you can go for a rematch. But if you think that you were winning the game and that drop just was intentional, or maybe that even without the drop you would have won, you can ask for a review. The organizers will choose a review committee. And my dog Lola is getting excited about King of Sahara. Just give me a second to calm her down. By the way, Mebnino and Rodrigo, welcome to the stream. And Mebnino, thanks for the follow, man. Anyway, so we are talking about the review process. Yes, if the opponent drops, you call the review. If not, you cannot call the review. The reviewers will decide whether it's a or it's a victory for the not dropping team. Proles, am I missing out on any important thing, or is it confusing?
I think basically if your team drops, you don't have any rights.
Yeah, you have no rights. You have no human rights for that game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, and then we have got if the opposing team does not agree to replay, the team who dropped can appeal this decision. So we'll have a review committee just in case one of the team does not like the dropping and they don't want to replay. However, the player on the panel of players will make a decision of whether the game will be replayed or the game forfeited by the team who dropped. The player and/or panel of players will assess this based on combination factors including how many minutes played, team scores, team rares, teams' combined armies, teams' nations, circumstances involved, momentum, wonders health, etc. If it is deemed that the team who dropped had more than 50% probability of winning, or let's make it even a 60 or 70% probability of winning, well, we will rule the game in the favor of the not dropping team.
Okay.
So the whole purpose of this is to eliminate foul play. We do not want teams to drop when they think they're losing, because if they drop, they will eventually be ruled to be to have lost the game anyway. The next, this did happen in the tournament against AS versus Forwali, and if the game crashes unexpectedly, now the teams can agree to a replay. However, if you think that you did not drop, it was a mistake, you please make sure you take a screenshot of the dropping window so that you can show everybody that your team was there and it's the opponent that dropped. If both the teams have the screenshot, then we have to say that it is the game that is messing up, it's a Steam issue. So in that case, we'll just have to go for a drop, or unless one of the teams calls for a review. And this is very important. This never happened in Nomadium, but it could happen anytime. If the same player drops twice in the game, the rematch will not be available. Please remember, if your same player from the same team drops in a best of 3 or a best of 5 more than once, then the only option left with the dropping team is either to replace with AI or forfeit.
Oh, that's something new, huh?
Yes, that is.
I like it.
So you better have a good connection before you try to play this game.
Shout out to Mouse.
Yeah, Mouse almost lost that game because of the drop. Next, all players must have the same clan tag. Please have the same clan tag. it's just obvious. If you're trying to smurf and anybody reports you for smurf with some proof, your team will be either removed from the tournament, but at least what you will get is a forfeiture from that game.
Define smurfing.
So smurfing, let's say we have this player called X, and he is playing as Y in the tournament, and you can see his recent name list in the Steam that says that he used to be X and now he's playing as Y, and he's doing that to make either his team win or some other team win. In that case, if somebody reports it, if he gets caught, then he's going to have a bad time.
Okay.
Okay, his own team can be removed from the tournament as well as the team that he was smurfing for.
Get
Please,
it.
no offensive language, no foul play. We will take strict actions against it.
Yeah, we want to have a a good reputation. We don't have we believe that our community is great, and let's show that to all the people that might tune in.
Oh yes. Again, players may not play for more than one team. I have told this multiple times. I'm telling again. And again, something that happened last tournament that we don't want this tournament is that there cannot be any additions in the middle of the tournament. The teams that are registered are logged in. That's it. If for some reason your ally cannot continue, well, you have to forfeit the tournament. There is no way you can continue. Now, some basic ethics of multiplayer play. Please be ready to 15 minutes prior to beginning of the match. You do not want your team to be waiting for the opponent. Similarly, your opponent shouldn't be waiting for you either. So whatever time you decide, please be available before that.
How are we gonna enforce that? Somebody just has to contact you, because I feel like it's not that easy to enforce this.
So
Let's say I'm waiting on my
Mhm.
game, and the other team, 40 minutes passed, I still don't hear nothing of them. Who do I
Okay,
contact?
so you can contact the organizers. We will not. So this is an ethical. This is about ethics. We will not remove you from the tournament. You will not be barred, but it's just that if you do that multiple times, we might take strict actions against you. So if
Okay.
you are waiting at a scheduled time and the opponent doesn't show up, you can tell any organizers about it. In the tournament, so if I go to this tournament page, once the matchups are available, so right now the matchups are not available because we have not seeded the teams, but once these matchups are available, let's say this is your matchup, you can click on this and then there'll be an option to schedule the game. So you schedule the game, everybody can see that it is scheduled, and so you have the complete right. Like you are there, and if the opponent doesn't show up, you can complain to the organizers. Now, if you're
All
a
right.
captain, if you're a captain, you should be watching this. It's your responsibility that your team is ready and logged in. At the same time, it's also your responsibility to schedule the game with the opponent team's captain. In the event of a drop, the captain of the team who did not drop can agree for a rematch. So it's going to be the captain's call in the end. Okay. Next, it is the captain's responsibility to send completed best of 3 or best of 5 games to the organizers. There are two emails right here. Please note it down. If you're not, again, it's available on the tournament website, ronreplays@gmail.com or riseofpatience@gmail.com. You are supposed to send all the games that you have played, um, excluding the ones that dropped. If it's dropped and you just went for a rematch, please do not send that to us. The games that actually counted, you will rename them as 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Let's say if it's a best of 3 and you win by 2-0. Now, so that we don't get spoiled, we want to cast in an unbiased way. You will still send us 3 replay files, 2 actual ones and third as a dummy, so that we do not have any bias in the beginning. If we see that somebody has sent us just 2 files in a best of 3, we know that whoever won the first game probably also won the second game, and we don't want that. This just spoils all the fun. So please make sure you send as many number of files as the maximum number of games that are supposed to be taking place. 3 in best of 3 and 5 in a best of 5. Now, another important rule: each team must play their match by the following Sunday. The deadline for the registration is today. That means the tournament officially begins on Monday. So by the coming Sunday, you are required to play at least one game against your opponents. We want to have at least one game every Sunday so that we have a smooth progress of the tournament. We don't want to be stuck at a stage, and we don't want to remove any team just because they were not regular at playing. Last one, not the least. If you're a team captain, join this Discord. This is where we'll be posting everything about the tournament. Yes, all the updates about the tournament will be right here. I'm going to post this registration link in the description of this video in case you are still going to register for it. If you want to donate for the tournament prize pool, everything is in the stream. That there are 3 streamers for this tournament so far. All of them are English streamers. First is me, RiseOfPatience. Second is Prolaze. Prolaze's YouTube channel link is in the description. Please subscribe to that. Some games will be streamed on my channel, some will be on Prolaze based on our availability. And then we have a third channel, EasyCron HD, that's on Twitch. And we may stream there as well sometimes. Make sure you're following or subscribing to all of these so that you don't miss out on any important games. Prolaze, you want to add anything?
Not really, man. Yeah, everything good.
All right, so I think we are ready to discuss the structure of the tournament. So the first thing is our qualifiers. I hope everybody can see this. The qualifier stage is a double elimination, best of 3 round. There will be 6 groups. Each group will have 4 teams. That means we got 24 teams right there. From each group there will be 2 teams that will make it to the Super 16 round. We are going to see the 24 teams right now in the stream itself. Now, those who successfully make it through the group qualifier stage in this double elimination will proceed to the Super 16, which will be a single elimination best of 5. Now, this is the same pattern as we followed in Nomadium tournament, and 16 teams, they'll fight for the best at the end. The grand finale will be best of 7. Everything else will be a best of 5 with the same rules as we have discussed. If there are any doubts about it, please let us know. Now the problem is, since we have only 28 teams registered instead of 32 that we were expecting, we have agreed to give a bye to 4 best teams, and 4 best teams will be seeded directly into Super 16 separately so that they don't play against each other. Every other team that in the 24 will be put back into the qualifiers. So here is the poll that we use to see the top 4 teams. This is on the Rise of Nations Facebook page. If you are not there, you should be there. This is where a lot of Rise of Nations stuff happens. So here's a poll that I started today morning, and as you can see, the top 4 teams that came out as the favorites that people think are going to win this tournament are: first, EL1, Dave and Sims; EL2, Boo and Cypher; PLA5, Red Bull and Linky; PLA1, Mouse and TNT. Remember, EL team was also the winner of the Nomadium tournament, so of course people do favor them as they have shown great they've shown great performance throughout the time. Okay, are we ready for the seeding?
Yeah, let's do it. That's exciting. Let's do it.
Hey Mavericks, yes, you can enter the Facebook page. If you are on Twitch, go to the description section of the stream. There will be a community Facebook link. Just go to that and join the group. So we are seeding the Team 1, Team 5, Team 9, and Team 13 right now. So here's a random generator that I've used. Okay, so these are the top 4 teams that do not have to play the qualifiers. They will be directly seeded into Super 16. So let's pick one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, I really wanted to do it Kron style, the way he did with that drum roll.
I'm sorry, I don't have it. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you don't have the drum roll thing?
Dude.
Oh man, can you
think-
do that with your? I don't know. Some people can do it with beatboxing.
I'll try something. Let's just try something.
Hey,
I'll freestyle that
by
shit.
the way,
Fuck.
full collapse is rooting for Kaitaro and Thias, and hopefully, man, if that happens,
Do I-
there'll be a big turnaround.
Do I do it before you click?
Yes, you want to do it? But,
Okay. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I'll do it with my voice. I'll try.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First one is PLA 5, and I'm going to seed them as we go along, just so that I don't forget them later.
Red Bull and Linky.
Okay, yeah, Red Bull and Winky are the team 1. I mean, yeah, that's the team 1 we've got.
I'm not surprised to see them.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely a really good combination there. I wouldn't wonder if they win the tournament. So PLA 5 is already seeded at team number 1. Where's PLA 5? Yep. Okay. Just let me make sure Kathias is here. Yeah,
Someone
Kathias
said
is
that
here.
was really bad. I guess so.
It's fine. That's all we have, man, right now.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta start somewhere.
We are on a very low budget.
Asian
Yeah.
budget.
All right, next one. Do you want to do it again?
Maybe I'll improve this
Okay,
one.
okay.
Oh man, now I feel embarrassed. Okay, nah, fuck it.
All right, here's the next one. We've got EL2. EL2 is going to be at,
Boo and Cypher, that's Boo and Cypher.
yeah, EL2 is going to be at position, is going to be the team 5 here.
Okay.
All right, Lola is already excited for all this. Next, we've got EL1 for the position number 9.
That's Dave and Sims.
Yes.
So we know the last position is gonna be Mouse and
yep,
TNT naturally.
last position. So the team number 13 here would be Mouse and TNT.
Yeah.
And they are, which team are they? They're PLA1, right?
Yeah, to be honest, you could have been there because I voted for you, and you have now also
Man,
to.
I'm not campaigning enough for my team.
No, but seriously, man, your team deserves more votes. I mean, Amaya, it's fucking King Amaya.
But
It's a legend.
the good thing is that at least this way, we will get to play a lot more games in them. So it's like a warm up for us while these guys will start directly into Super 16.
Yeah, yeah, okay, you have a point.
Anyway, so that's our the Super 16 seeds. Now we are getting into the group stage, and at this point, I would like to call all the team members, the captain. I think this is the exciting part about this stream, that you get to see who's going to play who in the qualifier.
For sure.
So remember, if you don't think that you are a top team in this tournament, now you still have a chance because it's a double elimination. Even if there is a very good team in your group, you can be the second one, because each group will have 2 qualifying people who will go directly into Super 16. So pray to God that you don't get assigned with 2 top teams in your group. Anyway, are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one. Do we want to do the drum roll for the first one? We'll do it for
I'll
the
do.
we'll do it for the first and last one only.
Nah, I'll just do some sound effects.
Okay. Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
That was it.
So that's our first group, first team. Let team 6. So team 1 is going to be let team 6. Let's. So we're saving this and we got our number 1 position. Let team 6.
Is it are you updating it on the website right now or as well or
Oh wait. I think we may have a situation here.
because I don't see any changes in your on the screen, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Or I don't know,
changing it
yeah.
directly. By the way, I think Lat Team 6 may have withdrawn just now. Because
Really?
we have 27 teams now. Yep, we may have.
Oh yeah, I see the
So
same.
that means we will have to seed only 3 teams, and the last team, which was who was the last team?
PLA 5 Mouse and
PLA1,
TNT.
PLA1. So PLA1 will have to get
Oh yeah,
back.
PLA1.
PLA1 is back into the qualifiers.
That's
Thanks to-
actually perfect because you know they didn't really have any advantage over AS or Ind1.
Yes, that's
Like,
possible. That's
yeah.
possible. Okay. Anyway, so since we had this last time forfeiture of LAT T6, we're going to bring PLA1 back into the qualifiers. Let me do some stuff here. PLA1 is back in this list. And PLA1 is out of the Super 60. Man, if I was PLA1, I would be so mad at myself right now. I almost skipped all those games.
I don't know if I would be happy or sad. I don't know. They'll have to wait for a long time, that's for sure.
Yes. Anyway, so yep, again going for the first placement in group qualifiers. Here, do you want to do that effect again?
Whoop 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 whoop.
AS is the first position.
So,
Okay. Next we're going for the team 2 in this chart. Oh, yeah, let's do team 2. Let's do all groups together. So who is AS going to play against?
You tell me.
Let's see. EL3. What do you think about this?
Let's see who is EL3.
EL3 is L Rip Killing and Hockey Star.
They're gonna play against AS. Wow, hey, L3, I didn't see them at all. Like, they were a bit under the radar. Hockey Star is a great player, and Rip Killing is certainly not bad. It's gonna be a tough one. I'd still go for AS.
Yeah, I mean, and both EL3 and AS, they are, according to me, they are the top 8 teams, and they're already playing against each other. Now, the good thing is this is double elimination, so it's possible both of them might end up in the finals. However, I'm just worried about the next team 3 and
The
team 4
other
in
two-
this. Yeah, the two teams.
Because those are two strong teams. Like, they are just under the most high elite level. They are
Yeah, like,
at least like yeah. So yeah, exciting.
yeah, this is exciting. Now, who are the unlucky 2 teams who
I
will-
hope it's not my team,
who
dude.
will end up in this group? All right, you ready? Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
And PLA4.
Yo, PLA
Heartfelt
4,
condolences for PLA4 for ending
Cavalier and Bun.
Yes.
Well, good luck, boys. Nah, you can do it
Yes, you can do it.
for sure.
PLA4 is there. Now, Team 4, time for Team 4. Here we go. The noobs. Oh.
I'm just laughing
I, I,
nervously.
I I think anybody, if it would have been anybody, I would just feel as it's just as depressed right now that these guys will have a hard time getting into the
Well,
Super
they
16.
they took a hit for us, man.
Yeah, they did.
Somebody had to go.
They did. So we got the
Y'all
noobs.
are heroes.
Oh, yep. So time for group 2 then.
Let's go.
So we have our group 1 ready, AS, EL3, PLA4, and the noobs. Now, going to group 2, here's the first pick. Oh, PLA4 again. Oh, I'll just remove them as they're done. The noobs. And EL3. Okay. TGZ. TGZ is also a strong team, by the way. You know who is there in TGZ?
Let me check. Are you talking about Tom Breaker and Momo?
Yes.
Momo, I know. Everybody tells me he's like very good at SCT.
He is excellent. Yep.
That's weird. I never saw him play, or I never played against him. That makes me curious.
Man, Momo kicks ass. You should see him play in the tournament.
What the hell? Everybody tells me Momo kicks ass. I want to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna see that in group 2. So let's see.
I guess so.
Let's see who's against TGZ now. Man, I'm excited for this. This
is like the most exciting part ever.
Yeah. Alright, next one we've got PLA3 against TGZ.
Martinet and Loser.
I have never seen Martinet play. I know he was the PLA captain last game. He never played a game, but he was the person negotiating and fixing the times with everybody.
I think I've seen him play like in Nomad maybe a couple of times, but I don't have like really any vivid memories of him. And Loser, I don't know who that is. So.
No idea. Yep. Let's see. We'll see them play against TGZ first. I have a slight favorite of TGZ here because I know that these guys are good, but we'll see. By the way, this tournament we may also have some sports betting kind of thing. No money, but just polls. So right before the games, or before each group, we will ask you to vote on 2 teams that you think are going to make it to the finals. And we'll see if the polls are right or not.
Yeah, I like that. That way, you know, it's a bit more suspension before the match.
Oh yeah,
if that's the right word. Do you know what I mean?
That's suspense.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's the team 3 in group 2. Kathias is the latest team registration. These guys are new to Rise of Nations, but they are getting good. I think if we can have an interesting match, if they have a reasonable team matchup, nothing like your team or my team or somebody, but they could have an interesting game.
What are do you know the players' names?
Yeah, that's Kaitaro. Kaitaro is the one I've been coaching recently.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's Thias.
Okay, Kaitaro does look kind of good actually.
And Thias is better than him, so it's not a complete noob team.
Yeah.
Okay, and next one. Ooh.
Holy moly.
So that's your team against these guys.
Alright. I'm coming for you, Kaitaro, if you're watching this. I'll see you.
Alright, we are done with group number 2 then. And time for group 3. Do you want to do that at the beginning of every group?
Do what?
I really like that.
You mean that sound that guy called bad?
What?
That or what sound do you mean?
Yeah, maybe that bad sound that maybe
the bad sound.
Maybe
Okay.
Nino didn't like.
Okay.
That sounds like a Ducati just racing on highway.
I guess so. Luxurious.
Full collapse says that Kaitaro might pull out something crazy. Yeah, I am expecting that. It will be the talk of the town for months if you lose against Kaitias.
Or do a total crap. Oh, that's funny.
Lad team 4.
It is pants.
Lad team 4.
Okay, let team 4.
Who's led team 4? Let's can you check who's led team 4? I've got
I'm
a lot of
looking.
windows open here.
That's Cazador and Bob. That's actually
Cazador and Bob, that's a
also
decent
an
team.
underrated team,
That's
man.
a decent team. Let's see
Yeah.
who's playing against these guys. So that means since you are in the same group as them, eventually you may have to play. Oh no, you're not in the same group. Sorry, my bad. So they are group 3. Anyway, who's next? In one. Okay.
That's you, huh?
That's me. So we are playing against Cazador and Bob in our first game.
I really look forward to that match already.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it's gonna be a great one.
that'll be great. Next we got Lat Team 3. Who's there in Lat Team 3?
Let me see. That's Vasto Lord and Coco.
Okay,
also not that bad,
so
man.
Vastulord is Blast. Blast is superb at standard, and he's in the same group as me. So you have something to watch out. And Coco, I have never seen Coco play. Do you have any idea?
He sounds dangerous, but I don't know.
I don't think Coco is the word that sounds dangerous.
I don't know, man. Some weird associations going on with me. I don't know. I think he's pretty good.
Okay, here we go for the fourth team in this group. AL2.
Let me see who that is. Sasur and Loki. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Sasori and Loki, they are decent. They are really good in Nomad. I've not seen them play standard a lot. However, so we seen Blast's team with Loki's team. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is I think this is a
very even matchup.
Yeah, even matchup. And so I think the most uneven group so far is the group 1, where there are two clear, like looks like the two clear winners, but every other team is still interesting.
Well, let me look at my situation. I think we can take Kaitaro, but then we have TGZ. Oh yeah, that's Momo and Tombreaker also in our group. So let's assume we will have to play against TGZ.
By the way, so it looks like I have just been told that there are certain changes in the team by Inca. So they have made it 5 teams and they have changed the team. So Lat 1 is actually a different team now. Let me make sure that they have the changes in the registrations also. So they have removed the team and they have reorganized the team, and the way I see their teams right now, it looks like they have now chosen to pool their best players in one team instead of splitting them in different teams, which is perfect. So can you refresh that page and check again? What do you see?
The participants page, or?
Oh yeah, so they have changed things. We still have the same team names, but it says that these teams mean different now. So Lat Team 1 is Cazador and Dragoneo, which is
I like that.
Awesome combo. I think probably the two of the best in Lat.
In Lat for sure. And I've actually thought about it. It was a bit weird that they were not together.
Oh yeah.
So
you're right. So Lat Team 3 and Team 4, can you refresh and let me know? So we have only had 2 Lat teams so far, which is good.
So Lat Team 1 was Dragoneo and Cazador. Team 2 is Doko and Alan. Team 3 is Blast and Thor.
Oh, so instead of Blast and Coco, now it's Blast and Thor. So they are going to play against Loki and Sasori.
Yeah, and Team 4 is going to be Caio Pompilio and Oso.
Awesome. Awesome then. So we are getting into Group 4 now. So far only 2 Lat teams. And we have 3 more Lat teams and we have 3 more groups. Let's start. So let me guess, why is it a strange number here? We're supposed to have 27 teams, right?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, one left. Did we remove that one?
Yeah, so just let me confirm if I've missed any in this. matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are there only 10 teams here? Oh, I did not add PLA 5. So this is weird, but I'm just going to add PLA 5 now. Team 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's some miscalculation. Let me just check quickly. Okay, because it seems like we are short on two teams, which I have not added two teams.
Maybe you've misclicked and removed one without noticing.
Yes, that's possible. I'm going to like just make a cross check with the registrations. Oh, I see what happened here. So we don't have AZ teams here. That's what happened. AZ team 3, team 2 and team 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you think we should quickly redo this whole thing, or do you want to, because since they were not in this, they could not have been together.
Well, let's look if it's needed. Like so far so good, but however, maybe then it's unfair if the AZ teams will have to fight against
so do you
each
want to do a
other.
quick redo of this? Oh man, that's bad. But
you know what? Let's just continue maybe, because we already have expectations and it would kind of suck to.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Well, we can think about it. It's a difficult question. Maybe someone in the chat can help out, but
Oh yeah, let's see.
like how many we have to fill? 2 more groups, right? Or
we have to fill 3 more groups.
3. Well, it's gonna be fine, I think. 3 groups is still a lot of groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need 12 more teams. PLA 2, 1 to 5. I'm confirming. There is this one team that seems to be overlapping somewhere. Okay, yeah, one of the teams is extra. We'll see for it later. Or do you, no, let me just check. Forwali is here. I have removed Forwali from that list. Anyway, let's continue.
Yep.
All right, team group number 4. Here's our pick for group number 4.
You should turn the screen on again.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, just hold on a second. I feel I have not removed one of the teams that should already be here.
It's a nightmare if you miss something.
Yeah, I'm guessing which one is that I missed. So we should only have 12 more teams, but in this random pick there is 15. There is extra team here, and I'm guessing how is there an extra team?
Yeah.
So we have seeded 3 in the Super 16. That leaves us with 24 teams, 8 groups with 4 teams. Oh no, 6 groups, 4 teams would be 24. How do we have an extra? AZ has 4 teams. It's probably an overlap somewhere. Okay, we'll find out. Let's continue. Let's leave it to gods, wrong gods.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, bracket group number 4. Who is the first one in this team? Int 2.
Is that Gunalan and someone?
Nope. Int 2 is Predator and Raja. So that's a low inter team.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
I'm still excited for their game. Let's see who they're against in this. They're against AZ Team 1. Now, AZ Team 1 is actually strong.
Young One and Mentalist. Yeah, those two guys. They're not new to the Rise of Nations scene. Not
Oh yeah,
standard experts per se, but yeah, they know the game for sure.
they know the game. Yeah, that's what matters in this one.
Indeed.
They have to qualify for the Super 16. All right, next one we got PLA 1, and since they were one of the favorites for everybody, I think there's a good probability that they're going to make it. They will qualify from this round. Now, who is the unlucky team to play against PLA 1?
I don't know,
Do
man.
you feel good that you're already out there and you don't have to play
I
against
feel
PLA
good,
1?
bro. I feel nice. I have no worry in the world, man.
All
However,
right.
I would be shaking if I was PLA1 because
Yeah, that'll be a bad start.
there are still some teams in here that can do something.
Oh yeah, let's go. Thrill me. AZ Team 2. Who is that? Is it Archon?
It's Crown, yeah, it's our
Okay,
own
Kron.
Crown and Demon King. He has actually a nice teammate. Demon King is a good
Yeah,
player.
this will be a funny game because I've never seen Demon King play a standard. I know Kron is pretty good.
Yeah,
Kron is like he doesn't talk about much standard, but then when he plays, he's good.
dude, you know what makes me excited? That all these pro Nomad players now they're gonna be exposed in standard.
Let's see. Let's see.
It's gonna be nice, man. I mean, they are the best players in Rise of Nations, but still, it's gonna be interesting to see. Maybe they even come up with some new stuff. Who
Yep,
knows?
that is. Okay, so we're in Group 5 now. I'm still wondering how do we have 5 teams here? What is it that I have added there and it's not included?
So
It looks like none of these teams have been added there, but how do I have these excess teams remaining?
PLA5, do we have that one already? Right? No, we don't. Well, PLA5 will come in. Wait, shouldn't I think PLA5 shouldn't be there
Why is it?
because
Oh, I see.
PLA5 is
Okay,
Red Bull
okay.
and Linky.
You are right. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, so we are fine. Nothing to worry about.
Let's go.
Okay, here, thrill me. GAD. GAD is the first team in Group 5. Let me tell you, GAD is an ancient clan. These guys were one of the best in their days.
Dude, and we've seen that we've played with them recently.
Yes.
They looked we costed, I think.
Yes,
a game with
these
them.
guys. I mean, with practice, these guys can win the tournament as well.
Yeah,
So
believe me, they are good.
let's see who they're against.
It's almost like time and time again I say like this is gonna be an exciting match because for this one, for example, yeah, it's good. It's gonna be so exciting to watch to see how because we know they are great players, but we never seen them play really.
Oh, yep. So AZ Team 4 is playing against GAD. Who is AZ Team 4?
That's Nakakazu and Shibakuzo.
Oh, so let me tell you, I don't know about Nakakazu, but Shiba is really good. He's Language of Trees, and I cast his game with Alan, and I was blown away. I did not expect them like him to be so good.
I've seen that game. Yeah, he impressed me as well.
It's not that unbalanced. I think this is good. It's still in favor of Gads, but I'll be excited to see this game.
It will be exciting.
Now the third one in Group 5. Lat team 1. This is the strongest lat team.
Oh yeah.
Man, this is
That will be Dragonio and
yeah, Cazador.
Cazador.
And in fact, I think this is so far it's the strongest team in this group. Still not too far good compared to the others, but yeah, if I had to bet, I would bet on team 1 for now.
Yeah, rather them.
Next.
But if I wanted to have cheap cash, I would bet on Gad.
Yeah, cheap cash, always cheap
Like
cash.
that risky cash, you know.
Oh yeah,
That double.
double the amount.
Yeah.
All right, so who is the fourth in this group? PLA2. And PLA2 is, can you tell me who is that?
Nor and Old Cat.
Okay, Nor and Old Cat, these are Chinese players. They don't play on Steam a lot because of VPN issues, as you might know. China is not very pro speech and pro internet. So they show up. They showed up first time in the Nomadium tournament. These guys are okay, but I won't think they can beat Lat Team 1 unless they can surprise us.
Let's hope that they can.
Yeah, let's hope. Now the last group, and we have these 4 teams remaining: AL, AZ Team 3, Lat Team 2, and Lat Team 5. So it looks like eventually 2 Lat teams are going to fight each other.
Well, they are with so many that.
Yeah. Now the thing is that it's a double elimination, so there's still chance for 2 of these to show up. So let's see.
Indeed.
First position is AZ Team 3.
AZ Team 3. Let's check it out. Who that is? That's Ryuzaki and Lelouch.
Okay, I think Lelouch and Ryuzaki both are Indian players, and I know they were pretty good in the Nomad. If you remember, against PLA, those guys gave them a hard time, and PLA is a semi-finalist team.
Yep, and I know definitely that they are not some noobs. They are in Nomad. They are at least like, I'd say they can fight their own in Nomad.
Yep,
and
they can.
I think in Standard it's gonna be the same.
Oh yep. So let's see who they are against now. AL. Now I know AL1 is better than AL2, I guess, because they have a standard. They have like veteran standard players. Can you confirm who is AL?
AL, I think there's only one AL, and that is I just had it here. Hugo and Dracula.
Okay, so I know Hugo is definitely a pro. I have not seen Dracula play standard, but this can be strong. Like this can be a nice game to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, you ready for the last 2 seeds? So actually we know the last 2 seeds, but we will we'll just randomly draw anyway. So there is Lat Team 5 versus Lat Team 2 to begin with. Man,
yeah,
this reminds me of Nomadium, how they got paired with Lat teams last time as well.
Oh yeah, that was the same. Well, yeah, Lat Team 5, for example, is Inca and Quetzalcoatl. And what was the other one? Lat Team... Was it 2?
Last time it was Lat Team 1 versus 4 in Nomadium. Here we got Lat Team 5 and 2. So what are Team 2
5
and 5?
And 2. Team 2 is Doko and Alan. They're gonna be up against yeah, Inca and Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Alan and who is that again?
Alan and damn that memory. Alan and Doko.
Okay.
Against Inca and Quetzalcoatl.
Okay. Then so we've got our final matchup here. In the group 1 we've got these 4 teams. So let's do a quick round. Let's really say you are a betting man, okay? Quickly pick 2 teams without explanation. 2 teams without explanations.
EL and PLA4. I don't
in the
know
first group, in the first bracket.
Yeah, I'll just say that. Well, it's hard to remember who exactly it is.
You said PLA4. Remember, PLA4 is a different team. It's not.
It's not Red Bull and
No,
Linky.
no, no, it's not Red Bull and Linky. They are directly into.
Okay, okay. Then I remove my bet. Well, EL is a nice bet.
Okay, so I guess EL and AS will probably
Yeah,
get into the
indeed.
finals in this. Group 2.
Who- Group two. Let's see. Yeah, TGZ and For Valley.
Yep, same. I have this bet as well.
Um, I'll pick you for sure in the one. Is Lat Team 4? Nah, that's nothing to be.
Let Team 4 is Blast and oh wait, Blast and who was the other person? Thor.
Okay, well they are good. They are good, but I would still bet on you. And then who's AL? Yeah, AL2, that's Sasur and Loki.
Yep.
I guess I'll go for in one and AL.
I think I'll go for in one and let Team 4 in this.
Oh yeah, actually Lat team isn't bad, but I'm not changing my. It's
Oh
close,
no,
so
oh yeah, it's completely up to you. So bracket 4.
GAD and what's like
Bracket 4.
oh yeah. Yeah, PLA1 of course.
Of course, PLA1, yes, that is going there. It would be
Yeah.
super surprising if PLA1 doesn't make it to the Super 16. Man, I'll be blown away. I might break my monitor.
Dude, I think PLA1 that's Red Bull's team, or no?
No,
That's
PLA5
Mouse
is
and
Red
T.
Bull. PLA1 is
Mouse and
Mouse's team, yeah.
TNT. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And Group 5.
GAD is solid, and Lat Team 1.
Yeah, same.
That's actually a pretty exciting group, man.
Yeah, and Group 4 for that, I'm putting my money on PLA1 and AZ Team 2.
Who's AZ Team 2?
That's Archron and Demon King.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I think in Nomad Team 1 will beat Team 2, but in Standard it's the other way around for me. And final group.
Who's AL, man? Okay,
So
I have
AL
to.
is Ugo and Dracula.
And Dracula.
Yes.
I think those guys definitely have a chance. But let me check who AZ is real quick so that.
AZ,
Yeah,
this one is
I'll
Shiba
go for
and Nakakazu,
yeah,
isn't
and
it?
team AZ team 3 is Ryuzaki and Lelouch. But still I'd go for yeah, Hugo and Dracula because I know them better and I've played more with them. I think they're pretty good, so.
My dog is getting excited. My dog is actually talking to the other dog in the other neighbor, so I can't hear you much. But but if I had to pick, I would go for AL and I think Team 2 is Alan and Doko, was it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. And
that'll
team
be
5 was Inca and
that'll
Questacol.
be my pick. Team 2 and AL. Okay, so we have our stages done, everything set. Now, um, what else? So we've got these 6 groups already that I'm going to change these numbers and send it out today. So we can start the games very soon, I think.
Yeah. Maybe as well, to stress the importance that you actually keep up with the schedule, that you must upload your games, by the end of that week's Sunday, is that we are gonna be streaming, only streaming twice per group. We will stream all the games, but we wanna limit it to 2 streams. So for example, the first stream will do 2 best of 3s, and the second stream the remainder. That way it's also easier for you guys. You don't have to look all over the internet
Yes.
to find every game. It's in one place, and action-packed video coming out for you.
Oh yeah, and we will have our games uploaded in on both of our channels. But initially live stream will be either on our channel, so make sure you're subscribed to both of us. I have put Prolaze's YouTube stream link in the description. Make sure you go and subscribe to him, you don't miss out any notifications. We should be able to start our game streaming from this Sunday onwards. Now the good thing about this is, so we have a total of 4 commentators in this tournament, including me, Prolaze, Sermon, and Kron. Good thing is that none of us are playing against each other so far, so that means anybody can cast anybody's game. We will not have any of the commentator themselves casting their own game just because they know the result. It makes them biased.
Yeah. Do you think we should appeal to the audience if there are any more volunteers for casting?
Yes, so if you want to commentate on this tournament, well, you are free to join us. Please, either you can message me on my Discord group, or you can message Prolaze on his Facebook. We're all there. You won't have to lead the commentary. You can follow us if you are not sure about whether you can handle it or not. But it's a great experience, and we will love to get some more people commentating. It's just more fun, and it gives a variety to the audience as well.
Yeah, super.
All right then. So I guess that's it. Or am I missing anything?
Let me think real quick. We basically covered everything.
Duzzles is here. He's asking if is it too late to join. Well, Duzzles, if it's not too late, you still have 5 hours before the deadline. So if you have found a partner, register right now. In case any new registrations are made, what we will do is we are going to replace the newly registered team with our poll. So according to our poll, the 4th best is PLA1. In case AS Team 2 with Duzzles registers, then we are just going to replace PLA1 with Duzzles team. And so on. And if there's another registration, we'll replace AS with that registration. Since we've got 5 hours left, there can still be changes.
Yep. And actually, to throw it out there, is Gunalan still interested?
Gunalan is hunting for a job, so I'm not sure. But do you have any opponent for him?
For Gunalan, well, I thought Duzzles is actually not that bad, man.
Duzzles is good. Actually, I'm wondering if Duzzles might team up with Haha or Jovan, because both of them are good standard players. I don't know about Haha if he's standard or not, but I know that Jovan is. So, and probably he has a teammate in mind if he is looking for registering.
Yeah.
Okay, man, this will be a fun tournament. I can't wait to start casting this. I had so much fun in Nomadium, and
dude, I can't wait to start playing it. I can't wait to start casting it. So yeah, it's gonna be great, man. This is gonna be even bigger than Nomadium, I'm sure.
Yep, we have more teams, and probably we have more participation in this as well.
Yeah, and you know, I definitely want to see Nomadium back, but I like, you know, it's 2v2, it's simpler. I expect, you know, hopefully less problems. So.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's just saying, Duzzle is calling you a pimp.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, man. I guess that's a compliment.
That's a compliment for.
Thanks, bro.
Anyway, guys, we are still here for next 5 or 10 minutes. In case there are any questions regarding the tournament, we will be there in the chat as well as on the video. So please make sure if you're participating, you know all the rules. We don't want any confusion late in the game.
Yeah. Also, if you wanna direct, you know, sort of communication with us, the best thing is, I think, to join Jatin's RiseOfPatience Discord channel. That way, I'm sure that if you have any things that are unclear, then we can address it really quick. Or do you have another Discord for it?
So there are 2 Discords. There's one for the tournament and one for the RiseOfPatience. Both the links are in the description. So I realize Duzzles is not calling you a pimp. He's calling another player pimp whose name is Pimp.
Oh, that's so bad.
That's so bad. You're no more the pimp that
I have no more. My pimp status has been retracted again. Yeah.
Oh
Fuck.
man, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are here in the chat. Let us know.
Yep.
So we will also be putting all our polls. So we will be putting our polls in the Facebook page, or we may have a separate website for the prediction polls. In that case, make sure you are part of the Rise of Nations Facebook page, which is right here. It's in the description. There's also a Rise of Patience page where we sometimes post Rise of Nations meme and sometimes information about the streams as well. So if you are if you are, yeah, if you are a Rise of Nations enthusiast, please make sure you're part of these two things. It just helps you to stay connected to the community. By the way, here's a picture of relics that I took yesterday in Orlando.
I saw that, man. That's kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, I'll be back with after a water break. We're still here
alright.
for another 5 minutes. Uh, please ask if you have any doubts about this. We want minimum confusion later in the game.
Yeah, feel free to ask it right now. It's the easiest moment.
Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hey Blast, I see. Is it a best of three or best of five? Good question. The qualifier round is best of three. It's in the top. It's hidden by the overlay, but I'll upload these with filled team names by the end of the day. Actually, by after the registration closes. So tomorrow I'll upload these images with team names actually filled in there. The qualifier is double elimination and best of three. You'll be playing three games. Whoever wins two qualifies. Double elimination means you need to win two games in order to qualify to you need to win two best of threes in order to qualify to the Super 16, which is right here. And you need to lose twice in order to get eliminated for a tournament. So if you're in the qualifier stage, make sure you win two games, and that's how you proceed to Super 16. From Super 16, it's best of five and single elimination. So you lose a single best of five, you're out of the tournament. This is similar to our Nomadium structure, where we started with this stage. If there are any more questions, again, we are here to answer. Hey Alan, yes, you are allowed to start your game after tomorrow, after the deadline finishes, so we know that there are no more additions and no more changes to the team matchups. You are free to start. You're free to start playing your games and scheduling. The deadline is, let me confirm, because we did move the deadline. Alright, as you guys can see here, the deadline is, where's the deadline? I thought I had a deadline here. Oh yeah, deadline is 20th May EST 00 EST. This is 4.5 hours from now. 4.5 hours from now. Just wait for the poster to upload on Rise of Patience page, or even not the poster. If you're fine, go to this website. You will find the matchups. So yeah, let me guide you how to do this. Let's say you open the tournament's website. You will go to matches, go to qualifiers if you are in the qualifier stage, and here's the complete deal that you need to know. I will update them I'll update them once more, because if there are more registrations, that means that we may have to move teams around. So wait for the deadline. By tomorrow this time you should have the final chart ready. I will also post that on the Rise of Nations Facebook page, the Discord group of the tournament, and the page, so that we don't have any confusion. Can you hear that?
Yeah. I
Okay,
don't think we're muted, so
okay,
I don't
that's
know.
that's my dog.
Wait, is that now the toy?
Yeah, that's another toy. Let me show you guys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey Lola, Lola, come here. So that's a dog.
Hey, that's a cutie.
That is. She just peed on the floor, so no, I don't think so.
Bad dog.
Bad dog. Anyway, I guess that's all the questions. We are still here on the we will be on the Discord if anybody wants to ask questions about the tournament. There is the King of Sahara Discord and Rise of Nations, Rise of Patience. You can ask anywhere. I'll be ending the stream now. Thanks, Proles, for helping out with this and being a co-organizer.
My pleasure.
All right then, let's start streaming it next week. We'll have the first King of Sahara stream, and I bet it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Really, really looking forward to it. Yeah. Let's make Rise of Nations great again.
Yep, and Blast, yes, 4 teams per group, and each group 2 teams will pass to the Super 16. So you have a 50% chance of qualifying as long as you're winning 2 games total. You will qualify to the Super 16. And with that, I'll be ending a stream. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, last thing. It looks like there is a change in the polls, and there is a change in the polls. So we have got AS in the fifth position, in the fourth position. Random people are voting for us. Anyway, so in this case, we if I will wait for the polls till tomorrow, and tomorrow, whoever the four teams are, we are going to reseed them. So everybody else who is nowhere near the top four are going to stay in the same place as they are. It's just these new teams will be reorganized. Like the top seeds will be reorganized. So whatever you see on the King of Sahara page right now, this may not be final. It is final for you if you and your opponent are nowhere near the top four in this poll. However, if you or your opponent are in the top four, around the top four, please wait till tomorrow when the poll will end, and then we'll get the final details. Yeah. All right then, and that was the last thing. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.